chat to you first, very, very quick. So today is going to be functional work for the back, and I'm going to try and focus on back extension work. Okay, so this is because not just because of the lockdown, or the lockdown has contributed a lot to it, but also because we are all over our technology a lot. I'm seeing more and more of this kind of rounded posture, forward head posture, this kind of thing. So everything we're going to do today is going to be to kind of help rebalance the body. So I'm hoping that's going to work for you. Okay, that said, let's come down on our mats, and you're going to lie down on your front. You're going to have your feet just hip width apart, and I want you to bring your hands around and just rest your forehead on your hands. And the first thing we're going to do today is really try and tune into the breathing that we do in Pilates. All right, because I know some people get confused with this. So let's just use this method today to focus on the breath. So you're going to allow your belly to just drop into the mat. Just completely let it go. Now take a breath in, and as you breathe in, let your belly expand forward into the mat slightly. It's almost like you're pushing the mat away. And as you breathe out, I want you to pull the belly in as far as you can away from the mat without the spine moving. Okay, that feeling you've got now, you should feel that tightening internally. That's all your core muscles firing up. So let's try that again. You're going to take a breath in, let the belly go, and then as you breathe out, pulling it in as far as you can off the mat without moving your spine. So we're just exercising the core muscles. And one more deep breath in. And breathing out, drawing the abdominals in. So I want you to use the mat to help you understand when you are engaging the core and when you're not. And what we're going to try and do all the way through the session today is engage that core on every movement, okay? So first movement is we're going to bring our hands down by our side, and we're going to have our elbows apart. We're going to tuck the chin down. We're going to start with a very simple back extension. So you're going to take a breath in, and as you breathe out, let's pull the tummy muscles in. I want you to think of the neck lengthening, the shoulders drawing down, and you're going to start to lift that upper part of the spine. I don't want you to bring the ribs off the floor though. All right, so we're really working cervical spine and the thoracic spine. So that's the top section to the midsection. And then you're going to hold it there, take a breath in, and you're going to breathe out and come back down. So inhale to prepare. Exhale, think of the neck lengthening. You're starting to lift. We're going to keep the bottom with the ribs on the floor, but you're going to try and draw your shoulder blades down and back. Okay, so you're really trying to work those upper back muscles. Take a breath in and come down. So we're having that little hold in between to make it a little bit more challenging on the muscles. Deep breath in and exhale. Think of lengthening through the neck, drawing the shoulders down. That's it, good. Hold it there, take a breath in and breathe out to come back down. Now we're going to take it a little further. So you're going to take a breath in. You're going to breathe out. We're going to extend through that spine, coming up onto the ribs. Now press into your hands, spread your fingers, press into your hands. So now we're working the arms and we're going to push up, and you're just going to go as far as your back will allow. Okay, nice and slowly extending that spine. Holding it at the top, take a breath in and then breathe out and come all the way back down. Let's try that again. So take a deep breath in. On your out breath, you're going to pull that tummy in away from the mat. We're going to extend the neck, draw the shoulders down, and think of that spine curling back till you feel the weight in your hands. Now press into your hands. You're getting a nice bit of arm and shoulder work here. and coming up as far as you can. If you are all the way up, I want you to try and draw your shoulders back. So you're really working those upper back muscles. And even with me, I do this all the time, but this still makes my muscles shake when I hold it here. Take a breath in and breathe out. Come down. We're going to do just one more. So inhale here. Exhale, extending through the neck. Curling that spine back. Coming off onto those hands. Press. And then all the way up if you can. Draw those shoulders down. Good. Inhale. And exhale. Coming back down. Now we're often very tight in the chest. Okay, so what I want you to do is you're going to do opposite to me. So you're going to bring your right hand around like so. Okay. Left hand you're going to have here. And you're also going to bend the left leg. And you're going to push and rotate. I want you to keep this shoulder down. Okay, so you might want to take that arm a little higher. The idea is you're getting a stretch in the shoulder. You're also getting a really nice stretch through here. So this knee is bent. I'm reaching back. I'm also trying to push back. So I'm stretching the front of the shoulder. Okay, really good if you spend a lot of time on the laptop, this one. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. And one more deep breath in. And exhale. Oh, it's quite a stretch, that one, isn't it? Let's come back and let's swap. So swap hands, swap legs. So we're bending that leg. We're keeping our shoulder down. We're rotating back until you feel the stretch in the front of the shoulders, the front of the shoulder, this bottom shoulder. And if you can, you're reaching the leg back, so you're also getting a stretch in the hip. Well done. And come on back. Okay, so hands under your shoulders. You're going to push yourself up, and we're going to come into our kneeling position. Okay, so from here, let's slide the right leg back, and let's lift it up. Now, I want you to keep that tummy pulling in. So you've got that same sense you had on the mat of that pulling in. And then from here, you're going to lower and lift. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lifting up. Now, pull the tummy muscles in. Let's extend the opposite arm out in front. We're going to hold it here for 3, 2, 1. Bring the arm down and bring the leg down. Let's swap sides. Okay, so we're trying to do this in an extended spine. So belly's pulling in, you're pushing down into those hands, so you're extending through that top of the spine as well. Okay, let's lift the leg up. Make sure you're not twisting the hips, and then you're going to lower, lift. Lower and lift, lower and lift, lower and lift. 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're going to hold it here, and then we're going to remove the opposite arm, reach it out there, and hold it here for 3, 2, 1. Bring the arm down, bring the leg down. I promise there'll be no flexing in this class, so there will be no flexing. We're going to tuck the toes under here. You're going to keep your back straight and long. But as you exhale, you're going to start to lift the knees up, and then gently being the word, place them down. So we're going to lift up and down. And as you lift up, let's pull the belly in. So it's exhale, lift, inhale, lower. Exhale, lift and lower, lift and lower, lift and lower. 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now let's see if we can hold it there. Nice core work here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. And come down. Fabulous. Okay, so from there, you're going to come onto your side. All right, we're going to our sideline work next. So onto your side. Let's have the feet at the front corner of your mat. Your spine along the back edge. And we're going to have our top hand, if you can, on your side. If that feels really unstable, then of course bring your hand in front. Okay, so we're going to pull the belly in, and as you do, you're going to lift both legs up. And then you're going to inhale to lower. So we're going to exhale, lift, and inhale, lower. So trying to target the side of the core now here. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the legs down. Place this hand in front of you, but keep that feeling of length through the legs. Now you're going to lift this top leg up, and we're going to try and do a circle. So you're going to bring the leg forward, in line with the hip, lift it up, circle it back, trying to let yourself roll back, and then back in. So we're going to go forward, up, and around. Forward, up, and round. And your challenge is to try and keep your hips as still as you can. Around, we're going to do it one more time. Forward, up, and around. Now we're going to reverse it. So the leg starts in line with the hip. You take it back, you lift it up, and bring it over. Back, up, and over. And all the while we are trying to keep ourselves from rolling. That's where all that core work comes into play. Back, up, and over, and back, up, and over. Well done. And then from there, let's get you to come up, and we're going to be on the elbow. And a couple of options. We're going to do the side bend. So you can either have both knees bent. This is a weight-bearing exercise, so you can have both knees bent. You can have one knee bent. That makes it a little harder. Or you can have both legs extended out like so. We're going to stay on the elbow because I want to target the side of the body. So you're going to breathe in to lift. Breathe out. You're going to go over. Inhale up. And exhale, lower down. So you're going to breathe in to lift. Breathe out to go over. Inhale up. And exhale, lower down. Breathing in to lift. Breathe out to go over. Inhale up. And lower down. Let's just do one more lift. And over. And up. And lower down. Good. Let's go on to the other side. So swing yourself around. Come on to the other side. So side leg lifts first. So remember, spine along the back of the mat, feet at the front corner. And then you can have one hand on your side or one hand on the front here. And then we're going to exhale to lift up. Inhale to lower down. We're going to exhale to lift. And inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. And lower. Lift and lower. So remember to do that breathing. Exhale, you're drawing in. And lower. And one more exhale, lift. And lower. Now keep that feeling of length through the body. Let's just lift the top leg up. Let's just try and stabilize for a moment with that pelvis, because this is where you get all this core work coming in. And now we're going to take the leg forward, lift it up, circle it back and around. And again, forward, up, around and back. Forward, up, around and back. 2 more. That's it. And back and forward, up, around, and back. Hold it there. Let's reverse it. So you're going to take it back, lift it up, bring it forward and over. All right, and just keep that going, trying to keep as still as you can. It's very, very challenging. That is the point, because it will really make your core work. And that's also really good for loosening up the hips and therefore the lower back as well. Last one. And down. Very good. Push yourself up onto your elbow. Choose your leg position. Okay, now let's think about lifting up through here, also pressing down into this elbow. So we're activating the core. Arm out, inhale, lift. Exhale to go over. Inhale, up and lower down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, over. Inhale, up and lower down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, over. Inhale, up and lower down. One more, and lift. And over. And up. And lower down. Okay, so coming back into a kneeling position now. Okay, so doing lots of work for the back of the body today, which is why it feels different to a kind of regular Pilates class. All right, so we're going to find our nice extended spine. And you are going to put your left arm behind your head, like so. And then I want you to rotate and look towards me as much as you're able. Can you feel that movement? It's really quite strong, isn't it, in the upper back? Okay. And then what you're going to do is you're going to turn away. So I want you to bring the elbow down towards the other wrist, which means you've got to bend the other arm. Okay. Then you're going to bring it back, straightening that arm and opening the elbow back up. So you're going to bend, elbow to the wrist, so you can feel that stretch. You might even better go past the wrist, and then back out. And one more. Let's dip down. Let's get as much rotation in the upper spine as we can, and then open out. Hold it there. Extend the arm up, and then turn to look up towards that hand. Good. And let's change arms. I just got a big click in my back then, so I know it's working. So other hand behind the head. So turning away from me, we're going to open that chest up to the wall behind us. Now you're going to rotate towards me, elbow towards the wrist, or even past it. And then take it back and open up. So you're trying to feel the stretch across the chest. Rotation of the upper spine. And again, bring it down. And out. And one more. Bring it down. And out. Hold it there. Let's extend the arm towards the ceiling. And if you can, turn to look up towards that hand. Well done. And come on down. Okay, so pretty strong stretch for the upper body. Now you get to lie down on your back. Okay, so here we go, down on our backs. And again, just reiterating, we're not flexing today. We're doing all the core work without flexing the spine. Okay, so let's find neutral position. So hip bones, two hip bones and the pubic bone on the same alignment. You should find that you've got a gap of some degree under your spine. We're going to try and keep that gap. Okay, so you can either just trust your body, you can do it, or you can put a hand under if you're not sure, or you can put your hands by your side. And then what we're going to do is raise the right leg up. Okay, want that leg in a tabletop position, so shin parallel to the ceiling. And then we're going to inhale, lower, exhale, lift, lower and lift. I want you to coordinate the movement of the leg with the breath. So we inhale, then we exhale. That's when we're drawing the abs in, but we are not moving our spine. So this is all very stable. That's how you get that core work and that core stability. Okay, for 3, 2, 1. Now hold it here. Let's lift the left leg up or other leg up and take that leg down. Let's repeat on this side. So we're going to lower and lift. Do the breathing with it. Inhale, exhale. So it's not just a leg movement, it's a core exercise all the way through. And 3, 2, 1. Now pull that belly in and let's bring that other leg up in the air. Okay, so now we're going to keep that shape of the legs, but we're going to alternate legs. So we take the right leg down, tap the floor, then the left. So we're going to go right and left, right and left. So you're keeping the belly pulled in. So you're going to breathe in for 2, breathe out for 2. Breathe in for 2, breathe out for 2. And hold it here. Let's bring that leg back up. So both legs in the air. Let's reach the arms overhead. I want you to make sure your chest is down, the back of your ribs are down, palms are facing up. Okay, and then you're going to reach the right leg down and bring it up. Left leg down and bring it up. And we're trying to keep nice and stable all the way through here. Okay, so you exhale and inhale. Exhale and inhale. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Let's take the legs down. Let's bring the arms down. And we're going to do a lift at the bottom, but no flex of the spine. So a straight lift. You're going to exhale, push up. Inhale, come down. Exhale, push up. Inhale, down. So you should feel this in your bottom muscles because it works the bottom and the lower back. A little bit faster. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Now I want you to stay up in the air. So I want you to make sure you draw the tummy in, really push up through those legs. And let's just take our arms overhead. And I want you to lift your right heel and lower the heel. Lift the right heel and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it down, other side, lift. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If you can, you're going to lift both heels up and down. Keep pushing up through that bottom. Both heels up and down. Both heels up and down. One more, both heels up and down. Let's bring the arms down, bring the body all the way down, and let's hug the knees into the chest. So bring the right knee in, left knee in. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, just pull those knees towards you. Inhale to release. Exhale, pull the knees towards you. And inhale, release. And one more. Exhale, pull the knees towards you. And release. Now let's bring those legs back up to a tabletop position. Take your arms out to the side. We're going to do a little rotation. So if you're someone who's got any spinal issues, keep this really small, or you can even keep the feet on the floor. If you've got no spinal issues, you're going to inhale, taking the knee over to the right. You go as far as you're comfortable going. You're going to exhale to come back to the center. Other way, inhale as you go over and exhale back. Inhale over and exhale back. Inhale over and exhale back. Inhale over and exhale back. One more. Over and exhale back. Let's take the legs down and let's just bring the right leg in. And we're going to extend the left leg along the floor. We're just going to have a nice little stretch now. So you can extend that leg up and lower it down. Extend it up and lower. So a nice active stretch of the hamstring and down. Extend and down. Extend and down. Extend. Now flex the foot. Looking at those feet, try and have that second toe in line with the center of your ankle there. That's it. And up. Flex and up. Flex and point and flex and point. Well done. You're going to bend the left leg, put the right ankle across, and then you're either going to press out on that right knee, or you're going to put your hands around your left thigh. Take a breath in, and as you breathe out, draw that thigh towards you and press your right elbow into your leg there, your right leg, so you can feel the stretch in the hip. Just hold it there. Well done. Let's change legs. All right, so right leg along the floor. You're going to exhale, extend the left and lower. Extend and lower. Extend and lower. Extend and lower. 3, 2, 1. Now let's flex the foot, aligning second toe with the center of the ankle. And then you're going to point and flex. Point and flex. Point and flex. Point and flex and point and flex. Let's bend the right leg. Let's take that left ankle, place it across that knee, and either press out on the left knee or put your hands around your right thigh. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, bring that thigh towards you. Elbow pressing into that left leg. Well done. And release. And then from there, you're going to come up to sitting. Okay, we're almost done. Last exercise. Okay, we're going to have the feet hip width apart. Nice straight back. Take your hands back behind you so you can feel the stretch in the chest. You might want to pull the feet a little further in, okay? And then you can have the fingers pointing out. If you've got flexible shoulders, your fingers can point towards your body. Now, no bending in the spine, just press into the hands and feet so your bottom lifts off the floor. Now start to just lift your bottom up. And as you do, your spine will just tilt back and you're going to come into a full stretch there, looking straight up towards the ceiling. And then you're going to inhale to come back down. Don't put any weight down. You just touch the floor, then you come back up. And lower down. And one more, lifting up. Take a breath in. And lower down. Well done. And that is your session for today, everyone. So thank you very much for coming. That was 30 minutes of functional exercises to improve the extension of your spine, to reduce rounded shoulders, and also to work the core, the hips, and the glutes. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll come and have a chat to you now. Okay, everybody, slightly different workout today to last week, but I hope you enjoyed it. Do give me the thumbs up if you enjoyed that session. I've just noticed my light's gone off, so just bear with me a second while I put a light on so you can see me a little better. Yes, so do send any comments now or any questions, that's better, on the session. I do hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, before I forget, I've got something to show you. I did do a little video earlier in the week, but oh, my husband's come in. Thank you. Thank you very much, dear. And my dog's probably arrived. Yes. Hello, Boo. Okay, you're going to go and sit down. All right. Fab. Yeah. Okay, you sit there. Good girl. All right. So I did want to show you all, because I know you guys have been with me a long time, that this was my award, which I got this week. So very, very excited. It's quite hard to read, isn't it? Because it's all so shiny. But that's my YouTube Silver Play Award, and that's for 100,000 subscribers. So I'm really, really chuffed to have that, because that's kind of the, as I said, I think in one of my posts, it's the physical manifestation of all the work I've been doing over the last 16 months during our various lockdowns in the world. So there we are. That will go up in the wall at some point. So thank you very much for coming today. If you need to go, that's fine. Please don't forget to subscribe, press the thumbs up button, and do share this with your friends. I do a different routine every week. So this week was very much functional routine. This week's session was a really good one to combine with last week's, because last week's was a really strong all standing leg session, which I certainly felt for quite a few days after. So it's quite a good, you could put the two together and have a full hour workout. A couple of things I need to tell you before I forget, that next week I'm on holiday. Oh my goodness, my phone's ringing. Sorry, everyone. Next week I'm on holiday. So I won't be teaching live, but I plan to film a workout for you over this weekend. So it'll be there next Friday at 10 a.m. So I won't be live next Friday, but there will be a new workout for you, okay? And it'll be a traditional Pilates workout with all the exercises you know and love. So that will be with you next week. I'm just taking a little holiday. I'm not leaving the country, but I'm going to go somewhere else for a few days, just to have a break from work. So that's what's happening. I will also have a video out on Monday, because I've had a lot of requests about a short workout to help with forward head posture, which we talked a bit about today. So forward head posture, or text neck, they now call it, is when you're over your device all the time and you end up being a bit like this. So I've got a video coming out on Monday, which is really simple, standing one you can do against a wall, and that will really help you with forward head posture, rounded shoulders, etc. Okay, so do have a look out for that one. Anyway, let's go on to the questions and the comments. I'm going to have a look at comments first today. Oh, hello, Sarah Runnacles. Sarah says, I hope you're going somewhere lovely. Well, you know what, Sarah, I'm going to a hotel
That's a dog-friendly hotel. So my little doggy here is coming with me, and my husband, of course. And yeah, we're just going to go and have a really nice, relaxing few days. So yeah, we were very lucky to get somewhere because everything's booked in the UK at the moment because so many people are not going away. Just looking forward to the break. So thank you for that. And Lily Mar says hi to Boo. Did you get that, Boo? She's kind of listening, Lily, but she's sort of semi-asleep at the moment. There you go. So looking at comments, Susan G, good morning. Said, I missed the beginning, but great routine workout. Good, glad you liked it. Carlin, hello, Carlin. Lovely to see you here again. I've seen you twice this week, haven't I? Thank you. Really enjoyed that. Great start to a busy weekend. Thank you very much, Carlin. Will you have a lovely weekend too? Jennifer Coleman says, that is awesome, Rachel. Congratulations. Oh, thank you very much. Lily says, so excited about your award. I'm going in the wrong direction, aren't I, with the chat? Thank you. Really deserve it. Thank you, Lily. Well, Lily, you've really helped me because I know that you talk about me a lot on Twitter, and I really appreciate that. I've not been on Twitter lately. I must get on with it, but it's just so difficult to fit everything in these days because I'm filming 2 classes a week, then we're editing, and then you have to do all the chat, and you have to do I literally do all the thumbnails, I do everything. I don't really get other people to do stuff for me. It's just me and my wonderful husband and my little doggy. That's us, that's the whole team. So there you go. Anne from London says, well done, Rachel, on your award. Well deserved. Thank you very much indeed. Alison Tebbett says, thanks, Rachel. Great to join you live today. Deceptively simple moves, but I can really feel the effects. Now, Alison, that is a really good point because I think sometimes, I know there's so much to choose from on YouTube. People can think, oh, I've got to do really crazy workouts to get, the physique I want or to get the function that I want. Actually, you don't need to do anything that's that complicated. What you need to do is really focus on very specific movements, do them with intention and do them with awareness of the brain as well as the body. So it's not just kind of follow, it's think about what you're doing. And that's why I teach at the pace that I do, because I want to encourage all of you to learn how to do that for yourselves and also to be able to take that to wherever you might go, whatever you might be doing, because the more awareness you build up of your body, the better and more effective the exercises will become. Even I can feel everything that I did today, particularly the back extension work, because I need to do more of that these days because I too am getting a little rounded in the shoulders from all this technology we've been over for the last year. So yes, it's the sort of thing, Pilates for me is why I love it so much, is because you really have to think about it. It's not a kind of exercise you just follow the teacher. You've got to use your own intelligence, your own awareness. You can improve that, you can build that up. And it's the combination of the mind and the body that will give you the results that you're looking for. Okay, so that was just my little note for today. So a couple of things I want to say, because Kerwin's brought me in all the notes from earlier in the session. Grace O'Malley brought me a coffee. Thank you very much, Grace, for the coffee. Donations so far, I'm going to read out the donations. Thank you very much to Yvonne Thorpe. Hello, Yvonne. Lovely to have you here. And I hope you enjoyed the class this morning. Good morning to Anne Hillier. Thank you very much for your donation. The lovely Ruth Enright with your lovely cheeky cats there emoji. Thank you very much indeed. Sandy McClure. Good morning, Sandy. Lovely to have you. Thank you for your donation. Margaret Scott. Thank you, Margaret. Susan Eisenbach. I know all these lovely people, all these lovely names. Thank you, everyone. Goldia16. Susan, I didn't say thank you. Thank you, Susan, for your donation. Thank you, Goldia16, for yours. Thank you to Margaret Quinlan for your donation. And Sissy Jackman, thank you very much indeed. So I think Kerwin explained how the donations work, but if you're not sure, if you look down the bottom of your chat, you'll see a $sign. You can click on that and you can choose to donate towards today's session. Obviously, there is no obligation to do it because I do it for you. Excuse me. Frog in my throat. Just going to have some water. You see, you know it's live. Okay. Yes, there's no obligation to donate, but if you can, it's really appreciated. So thank you very much to everyone who has. Okay, I'm also going to look at some questions. So Aileen, is that correct? Aileen Harrison says, can you do more functional foot exercises? You have a problem with your toes curling. So are they curling this way, I wonder, Aileen? So yes, I can. What I would recommend, Aileen, is to go and look at my standing Pilates for seniors workouts, because quite a few of those have got functional footwork in, where you're standing, you're lifting the toes, you're placing them down, that kind of thing. But I'm going to make a note right now that I will also film a little routine at some point. It won't be next week because I'm away, but I'll make a note to film a short workout video just on feet and ankles, because I think that would be very helpful for a lot of people. So thanks for your suggestion. Rochelle Tyrrell, first timer. Rochelle, hello. Thank you very much for coming along today. I hope you enjoyed the session. So I do a different session every week. So if you want to kind of get an idea of what kind of things we do in the live, you can look at my live stream playlist. So this is for everyone. All these videos go into my live stream playlist. So you're going to see every live stream I've done since COVID, actually. So that's since March 2020. So that's 16 months I've been doing these. And you'll see the progression, how things have changed and how they look. My hair's changed color. All kinds of things have happened in the last year, haven't they? But yes, you can get an idea. And I try and do a different style of session every week. Everything has a Pilates mindset, so we always have that in the back of our mind, but I mix it up as well to give you a bit of fun and a bit of variety. So Lisa Jackson, is that Lisa Jackson Platt, says, how do you prevent cramp when doing the stretches? Well, that's a really good question. Quite a lot of people do get cramp. And there's many reasons you can have it. Sometimes it's a weakness in a muscle associated or connected to the muscle that's cramping. Sometimes it is something nutritionally that you might be lacking. Sometimes it's as simple as you might need to rehydrate. There isn't really a way to prevent it. What I would say is if you are cramping with holding a stretch still, then try and make the stretch active. So I do quite a lot of active stretches like we did at the end. If you're having to hold the body still, then often I would say reduce the stretch. Is a good way to do it. And obviously it depends where the cramp is. If it's in the back of the legs, you might need to stretch them out or equally bend. It's very unusual. It's more unusual to get a cramp when you're stretching than it is when you're strengthening. So what I would suggest, Lisa, is you try doing the active stretches. That's stretching but whilst moving. So if this was an active stretch of the arm, that's what I would be doing. And you can do similar with the leg like we did at the end. I hope that helps you. All right, so I'm going to go down through the chat, just checking in on everyone who has come in today. Yes, so people asking about Boo, but as you can see, she's here and she's doing her morning session, which is pretty much like that most mornings. All right. So Aileen, yes, I'm going to do your footwork. So that's noted. Jen Resnick is here, says, good evening again from Sydney. Looking forward to stretching my sore back. Good evening, Jen in Sydney. I hope you guys are okay over there. I know things are quite difficult at the moment. So I hope your back was good from that exercise. So the reason I did today's session was not only to help with us, who a lot of us are kind of bending forward, but it was also for anyone who does have issues in their back. So if you have disc issues, that kind of thing, today's session again was a good one to do, because we didn't do anything that's going to aggravate that. So if you do any kind of heavy lifting, gardening, lifting kids, grandkids, all that kind of stuff, that's a very good session to do. I would put that in my kind of therapeutic stroke functional type of sessions. The one we did today, it's the sort of thing I do when my back is really sore, is I try and move it in the other direction, because that's often what it needs. So I hope that helped you, Jen. Do let me know. So going down the chat, Judy Hogarth says, hurrah, it's Friday. Thanks so much for all you've given me. You deserved your award so much. With me, it's not just my physical, but it's my mental state. And for your input, I am grateful. Judy from Dorset. Bless you, Judy. Thank you so much indeed. And thank you for being here for this last year. I'm really, really glad that this helps. As you know, I have no intention of going anywhere, so I'll be here as long as everybody wants to come along. And there's still 100 of you out there, so that is wonderful, listening to our little chat session. And yeah, it's interesting, isn't it, Judy? I think one of the reasons I like Pilates is I like the focus on the breathing and the exercise. I find that helps me a lot with my emotional health, my mental health. And I'm so glad to hear that these sessions are helping you. That's just wonderful. So yes, onwards and upwards, Judy. Morning to Kieran. Lovely to see that you're here, Kieran. Good morning to Jennifer, who's in Melbourne. Hey, Jennifer. Jennifer Coleman, I hope you enjoyed the session today. I hope, again, you're okay over there in Melbourne, because I think you're all in lockdown, aren't you? I'm losing track with who's in a lockdown and who's not in a lockdown around the world right now, because it's all so kind of crazy. We're kind of out of lockdown in the UK, but it's kind of weird, because if I go out and about locally, some places people wearing masks, some people they're not. And no one quite knows what we're doing, really. We don't have to wear them anymore, but I choose to wear mine on public transport and all that kind of stuff. And if I'm in a shop, just because I want to keep everyone else safe. But there you go. So hopefully all is good in Melbourne, but lovely to see you here, Jennifer. Okay, so we're going down the chat now. Anne Butler, hello, Anne. Missed last Friday, but caught up on Tuesday. Great session. Looking forward to today. And coffees are on order. Thank you very much, Anne. And I know you do buy me coffee every week, because I see it come through. So thank you, because those coffees are very important to me. I can tell you, I do love a coffee. Leslie Nathan, good morning, Leslie, in a grey London. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope the sun comes out, although it is grey down here on the coast as well. I think that's the weather we're going to have in the UK today, isn't it? So I want to say good morning to Isabel Strubos. I do apologize if I don't pronounce anyone's name right. I do my best. So Isabel, who's in Lincoln in the UK, hello to you. Lovely to have you here. And thank you for saying I hope you're all doing well. Everyone, I think, is doing really good. How are you? I hope you're well, Isabel. Hello to Kathy Freeman in Berlin. Says, looking forward to the workout. Hey, Kathy, lovely to have you here. I know you've been with me a long time as well, because I always think of you in glamorous Berlin. I've been to Berlin once. It was probably about 10 years ago, but I loved it. I just thought it was a great place. Went to lots of art places and really funky cafes and things like that. That's the one thing I can't wait until kind of lockdown is gone and we can start traveling again to all these amazing places. So going down the chat, Goldie says, happy to be here in an overcast North London. Hi, Goldia. Yes, it is one of those days today, isn't it? Good morning to Tiona in France. Hello, Tiona. Lovely to have you here. Yeah, Fiona says, yup, Friday, morning Pilates. Good morning to you all. What's lovely is that you all say hello to each other. That's something that I just love, that you're all getting to know each other's names as well. Good morning to Sissy Jackman. Hello, Sissy. Nice to have you here. I know you've been doing lots of my workouts, haven't you, Sissy? And before I forget, everyone, I did create an August playlist workout. I'll call it my August Pilates retreat. It's a virtual retreat. It's essentially 5 weeks. So it was for the whole of August into the first week of September. But to be honest, you can start it at any time. And it's a gradual, it's a curated list of videos that I've done that start off with basics and beginners and technique, and then it progresses up in level and in endurance as well. So if you want to do that, do go check it out. It's called the August Pilates retreat, and it's in my playlist section. So if you look at playlists on the channel, you'll see it come up there. Okay. And on that note, if there's anything else you're interested in, like you just want to do core workouts or you just want to do standing workouts, I've created playlists for those. I've also got a note which I was given last week by someone to create a playlist for injuries, which I have got on my to-do list, but I haven't had time to do it yet. But I will get round to it. So thank you for your suggestions, everyone. Good morning to Linda Verney Thompson in the Cotswolds. Hey, Linda, I hope you enjoyed the session today. Here we go. And then just going down. Sissy, you're going to join me in the last of August. Okay, because you're off on holidays. That's fine. Have a lovely, lovely time wherever you're going. Lily, you're going to do the workout later, but you're hanging out in the chat, so thank you very much indeed. How are we going down? Leslie Martin has donated. Thank you very much, Leslie, for your generous donation. Really appreciate that. And Sissy Jackman has donated. Thank you very much, Sissy. Really appreciate that too. JB Vlog says greetings to all. Greetings to you too. Judy Hogarth, that might have been earlier, was it? You said you do get a lot of cramp as well. Could you talk about working through cramp? Yeah, cramp is, I would say, the first thing that I always do, I'd say I'm lucky, I don't get cramp very often. First thing I always do is I check my hydration levels. And what I mean by that is I think through how much water have I drunk today? Because I think that's definitely something that can affect your cramp. You also want to check your nutrition. Now, I'm not a nutritionist, so you need to check this yourself with a nutritionist, but it can sometimes mean, I think it's a depletion in magnesium or potassium, one of those two, I forget which, but sometimes a short-term fix can be eating a banana. And I often do that. When I used to be a professional dancer, I used to get a lot more cramps then. We would eat a banana in between performances or going on stage, that kind of thing, to help with the cramp. But generally, if you have it, the best thing to do is not to resist it. So don't think, oh God, the best thing to do is, if you're getting it in your feet, stand on your feet, put weight through your feet. If you're getting it through the backs of the legs, as I said, an active stretch. So that's where you hold the knee and you're just kind of going up and down like this until it goes. Massage, really good. If you've got a foam roller, massage it out with a roller. If you haven't, if you're getting cramp in the back of the leg, doing a kind of this down the leg. So if you get a fist like so and hold it on the muscle, so the hamstring is here to the knee, and just bang down the knee. That's another thing that I often do just to ease. These are all kind of little tricks, really. But those are the kind of things that I do. So I hope that helps. Okay, so just whisking down. Oh, Margaret Scott, hello Margaret, says challenging today but really good for the shoulders, the back, etc. Thanks, Rachel. That's one session to do again. Yes, indeed, that was, I think personally, a really good session. Not necessarily the most exciting session. I know we can have a lot more fun with our standing work and all that kind of stuff, but sometimes you've got to do the functional work so that you can enjoy that other work that we do. Okay, and that's what today was all about. So I would say to everyone, today's session is one to put in your list and try and do that once a week or once every 2 weeks to make sure you are still working all those upper back muscles, getting the stretches through here, yeah, on the front of the chest as well. Okay, so we're whisking down to the bottom. Ruth Enright, hi Ruth. Ruth says, that got my laptop hunch straightened out. Thank you. And once again, congratulations on the award. Well, thank you so much, Ruth. And yes, exactly. It's that kind of rounded head forward, isn't it? So I want everyone to look out for my video on Monday. I'm working on it later today to get it out on Monday at 5 p.m. You don't have to watch it live. You can watch it later, but it is a very short, I think it's like 8 minutes standing work for forward head posture. That's this one. Okay, so anyone who's on a laptop and be that any age, because I've seen it in my 12 and 13-year-old nieces, you know, when we're on our text, looking at our text, we're all doing this. You know, I see a lot of younger people with rounded shoulders. So this is just like an 8-minute routine. All you need is a wall. Okay, so we've all got one of those in our house, a flat wall, and go check that one out. That'll be a really, really good one to do, a sort of thing that you could do daily, particularly if you're still working from home. So Ruth, that might be something for you. If you're working from home, you could get up and go and do my 8 minutes against the wall exercises for the upper back and the neck, and then make yourself a cup of tea and go back to work, that kind of thing. Okay, so going down, whoopsie daisy, Mary O'Mahony has donated. Mary, thank you so much. Mary says, it's grey in Ireland today, but you brighten up every Friday. Oh, bless you, Mary. Thank you so much indeed. And thank you for that donation. That's much appreciated. Thank you also to Caroline Ford. Hello, Caroline. Lovely to see you here. Thank you very much for your donation this morning. Much appreciated. Oh, we've got a whole load of donations have come in now. So Ranjit Aurora has donated and says, enjoyed your session as always. Just introduced my Aunt Foley from Hounslow. Hope she enjoyed it as well. Thank you very much, Ranjit. Oh, what a lovely name. Is that Foley? Foley? Foley, I hope I've said that correctly. Oh, I hope your auntie enjoyed it. That's wonderful. Cherry Marshall has donated £5. Thank you very much, Cherry. Really appreciate that. That's very kind of you. So going down the chat, Miriam Mahoney says, thank you, Rachel. Great workout today. I really need to do lots of upper trunk and neck work. Hope you, Cohen and Boo, have a lovely holiday and congrats on your award. It's well deserved. Thank you so much, Mary. Really appreciate that. And yes, the upper trunk and neck, I believe it's across the board. So many people have to do it. And you know what? It used to be something that we Pilates instructors associated with the aging body would be problems with the neck and problems with the upper back. But it's not at all now. It is right across the board from teenagers upwards. And that is all because of technology. So let's take a leaf out of Mary's book and note, yes, we need to do more of that work. So Mary, thank you so much. Sue Samble says, thanks, Rachel. Different, but that's good. Congratulations on your achievement award. The like button isn't showing this week on my TV and I can't find it on my phone. Oh dear, not to worry. Not to worry. It's the thumbs up, but you might not be able to see it on your phone, Sue. Caroline Ford says, thank you once again, Rachel. Congrats on your award and have a great holiday with Kerwin and Boo. Really enjoying the August retreat. Oh, brilliant, Caroline. Thank you. Glad to hear that you're doing the playlist and enjoying the selection I put together. It took me ages to sort it all out. So I'm glad it's kind of making sense and working. Super. So going down to the chat, Yvonne says, have a lovely holiday with Kerwin and Weeboo. I look forward to Monday's video in particular. Yeah, Monday's is going to be a really good one, I think, for everybody, because it's short, it's doable. You don't even need to get down on the floor. Yeah, it's going to be good. Sue Samble says, thanks, Kerwin. Please post the link to the August sessions I can't find. Okay, hopefully Kerwin will post that for you below. Here we go. Grace. Grace Buencamino, I hope I said that right, says, thank you for your extra effort to teach us awareness and focus. You are truly a blessing in these trying times. Oh, thank you, Grace. You're very, very welcome. That's why I do it, because I really genuinely do enjoy helping people and helping you learn more, because when I was younger, my backgrounds, I come from a very poor background. We didn't really have anything at all. And it was only thanks to the kindness of people in my community when I grew up that I was able to do my dancing lessons and eventually move on to work professionally. And there are many people out there that I think about that I thank for those opportunities. And I think that gave me the sense that, well, if someone's willing to do that for me, then I should pay it back or pay it forward. I think they say now, don't they? Is thank them, but also pay it forward. So that's why I do what I do, because I genuinely want to help other people. So thank you very much, Grace. I'm really glad you're enjoying the sessions. Pam Devon says, core, love it. Always different. Thank you. Thank you, Pam. Lovely to see you here. Jane Rose says, thank you for today's stretching and core work. Really helped me de-stress. I'm so pleased to hear that, Jane, because that's what we want. We want to de-stress. All fabulous. Rochelle, thank you for all your lovely emojis, and right back at you. Leslie Matton says, have a well-deserved holiday and rest, all three of you. You are so appreciated. Lisa Jackson Platt says, thank you for your advice, Rachel. You're welcome, Lisa. I really hope that helped you. Lily Mars says, Judy, you said it so well. These sessions have been great for my mental well-being as well as physical. Oh, I'm really glad to hear that, Lily. And Tiola says, felicitations on your award. You deserve it after looking after us. Always such good vibes. Well, thank you, everyone, so much. I'm going to whisk to the bottom because time is nearly up. Lily's saying Boo's ready for her Pilates. Boo's actually lying down below me here, waiting for me to take her out. Margaret Scott says, have a lovely holiday. We'll miss the live, but thanks for leaving us with lots of sessions. Now going to have a latte. Good for you, Margaret. I'm going to have an Americano. That's my favorite. We'll look forward to Monday's session for the neck and the back. Super. And I wanted to say hello, Melissa Davis. Hello, Melissa Davis in Queensland. Little wave to you. Says, Rachel, love the August retreat Pilates. Looking forward to this one tomorrow. Good. Really glad to hear that. Matthew Moleo, it's coming Rome. I think that's already happened, hasn't it? But yes, it did. And well done to you all. Yeah, Italy. Well done. Okay, so Ruth saying, have a fab break. I think I'm going to leave it there, everyone. Before I do, Boo just wants to say goodbye. Do you want to say goodbye, everybody? Do you want to say goodbye? See, Daisy, here's my little Boo-Boo. She's ready for her holiday too. Say goodbye to everyone. Look, Boo-Boo, look there. There's everybody. All right, everyone. So thank you so much for coming today. Lovely to see you. And don't forget, there'll be a video out Monday at 5. There will be a workout for you next Friday at 10, but I won't be live. It'll be specially recorded. And I will see you back here in 2 weeks' time. All right, so take care. Lots of love to you all. Bye.